Excuse me. Testing. Testing. If you can hear me, just please go ahead and type in that you can hear me. If you can hear me, you can just go ahead and type that you can hear me. If you can hear me, you can go ahead and type in, hey, I can hear you. You hear me? Alhamdulillah. Good. All right, let's get started. All right, want to welcome you to class, and let's get started. All right. Now you can hear me. I just want to make sure that I can hear you. Okay. Amar, somebody, can you hear me? طيب, so we're going to ask you to do Bismillah and Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam amma ba'd. فنبدأ, so we're going to begin بالاختبار الصغير. We are going to begin with a very small quiz. Okay. And the quiz that we're going to begin on today, of course, this is from Medina Book lesson number 5. We reached Medina Book lesson number 5. And what we'll be covering today, first and foremost, are the what? Are the vocabulary words. First and foremost are the vocabulary words. Now, we got a small request from one of our brothers. We could definitely accommodate him. You could just use the same link, it works, but I'll send it again through your Gmail. But that link that you use, you could just use it again. There's no real difference, like that. But I could definitely send it again. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay. Inshallah. Okay. I sent it again. Okay. All right. Tell you. We are streaming this live as well on YouTube. For those who want to follow us on YouTube, we are streaming this live on YouTube as well. So again, Ar-Rasul. Ar-Rasul. What does Ar-Rasul mean? What does Ar-Rasul mean? Ar-Rasul. What does Ar-Rasul mean? Ar-Rasul means what, class? No problem. Ar-Rasul means what, class? The messenger. Now, the messenger. The messenger. Alhamdulillah, if that's what you said, then that's correct. طيب, العم. العم. ما معنى العم? What does العم mean? العم means the what? العم means the paternal uncle. If this is what you said, then you get a thumbs up. That's correct. You get a thumbs up. That's correct. الشارع. الشارع. ما معنى الشارع? What does الشارع mean? الشارع means what, class? The street. The street. The street. The street. Is everybody with me? Yeah, I'm not. Can you hear me? I'm not. Can you hear me? A little background there, huh? All right. Okay, good. طيب, inshallah. So let's continue on. So now we have al-muhandisu. Al-muhandisu. ما معنى al-muhandisu? Al-muhandisu means what? Al-muhandisu means the what? The architect or engineer. The architect or engineer. Tayyib. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve our brother. Bless our brother, alhamdulillah, for still attending class while he's at work. All right. Al-Ka'batu. Allahumma ameen. Al-Ka'batu. Of course, Al-Ka'ba means what? The Ka'ba. Of course, the direction that we pray in. You know? Al-Khalu. Al-Khalu. No. Al-Kaaba, of course, is the house built by Ibrahim, with Nuhu and his son, alayhi salatu salam. And we tend to mention that in short about Al-Kaaba, and then we keep going. Al-Khalu. ما معنى الخال؟ الخال. ما معنى الخال? Now, al-khalu is also, the meaning for al-khalu is also what class? Is also uncle. Is also uncle. But the difference between al-ammu and al-khalu is that al-ammu is the what? Is the paternal uncle. It's the what? It is the what? It is the paternal uncle. All right? Al-khalu is the what? Al-khalu is the maternal uncle. Now, so this of course means the father's brother. Al-khalu means the what? The mother's brother. Is that clear? Does everybody understand it? Muglaqun. ما معنى مغلق؟ مغلق. Everybody say that to me. مغلق. Now مغلق means what? مغلق means what? Locked or closed. Sure. Al-khalu. Al-khalu means the what? It means the maternal uncle. That is the what? That is the brother of the mother. Al-amu is the paternal uncle. That is the brother of the father. Is that clear? So again, al-khalu. Now we're going to move to the word muglaqun. After me. Muglaqun. Can you say that? Muglaqun. And muglaqun means what, class? Muglaqun actually means closed or like locked. Okay? Locked or closed. Type al-ismu. ما معنى al-ismu? ما معنى al-ismu? What does al-ismu mean? Al-ismu can have the meaning of what? Of noun or name. Noun or name. Al-ismu. Noun or name. Al-ismu. Noun or what, class? Or name. Al-ismu. Two meanings. That's right. Al-haqibatu. After me. Al-haqibatu. After me. Al-haqibatu. Now, al-haqibatu means what, class? Briefcase, bag. Hey, now, al-haqibatu. Now, tahta. 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 What does tahta mean, class? Tahta means asfala. It means asfala. They're muraddif, they're synonyms. Tahta is diddu fawqa. It's the opposite of what? Fawqa. It's the opposite of what, class? Fawqa. It's the opposite of what? Above. So tahta obviously means under. Under. Is that clear, class? Tahta actually means under. After me. Ta, ha, ta. Tahta. You got that? Tahta. Next word. Al-ibnu. 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 Now, what does al-ibnu mean? Who knows? Al-ibnu. Now. Al-ibnu. Al-ibnu means the son. Al-ibnu. ممتاز. أحسنت يا عمار. السيارة. السيارة. What does السيارة mean, class? السيارة means the car. ممتاز يا عمار. السيارة. هناك. أين؟ هناك. What does هناك mean? أين? Over there. Over there. هناك. There. Now, these are the recommended vocabulary words that come in the back of the lesson, or at the end of the lesson in your Madina Book 1. In your Madina Book 1. Which is Jazakumullah. It is very important, it is extremely important that the Arabic student studying the Islamic University Medina system, that he takes the time to know, that he takes the time to memorize the vocabulary words. But yet, before he enters into the lesson, okay, it is extremely important. And a good teacher, he will do what? He would make sure that the students have did what? That he has placed the vocabulary words in front of the lesson before he enters the lesson. As me and many of the my colleagues speak about, how does the student ever think that he will exist in all Arabic in this Arabic lesson if he doesn't understand the vocabulary words? Which the vocabulary words, these vocabulary words are what the sentences are made of in each lesson. If he doesn't understand the vocabulary words, then he will not understand the Arabic sentences. If he doesn't understand the Arabic sentences, then how can he hope to understand the Arabic principles that are present inside of the lesson? Is that clear? So again, the good student and the good teacher, he puts the vocabulary words in front of the lesson, masters the vocabulary words, and then he enters into the lesson. Is everybody clear? Have a wall there? Is that clear? Is that clear? Can we move on? Is that clear? Can we move on? نعم؟ لا بأس؟ طيب إذن الدرس الخامس. الدرس الخامس. نعم. الدرس الخامس lesson 5. الدرس الخامس lesson 5. Now الدرس الخامس is a what? It's a حوار. It's a conversation. نعم. And in this conversation, Sa'id is speaking to Yasir. And then towards the end, Ali, he comes into the conversation. Sayyid, need everybody to pay attention. Sa'id and Yasir is going to start off. Sa'idun. Every time I say that name or a name, that means what? That means this is the individual that is speaking. When I say Yasirun, that means what? Yasir is speaking. He said this statement. When I say Aliyun, that means what? Ali, he is actually speaking now. Is that clear? So again, Sa'id, Yasir, and then towards the end, Ali, he's going to get inside this conversation. Okay? So let's get started. Sa'idun. أكتاب محمد هذا يا ياسر؟ لا. Sorry. ياسر. لا. هذا كتاب حامد. نعم. سعيد. أين كتاب محمد؟ ياسر. هو على المكتب هناك. سعيد. أين دفتر عمار؟ ياسر. هو على مكتب المدرس. سعيد. قلم من هذا يا علي؟ علي. هذا قلم المدرس. سعيد. أين حقيبة المدرس؟ علي. هي تحت المكتب. نعم. So now we're going to read and we're going to translate each sentence in hopes that you understand. سعيد. أكتاب محمد هذا يا ياسر؟ Sa'id said, "Oh Yasser, is this Muhammad's book?" Yasirun, "La hada kitabu Hamidin." No, this is Hamid's book. Sa'idun, "Aina kitabu Muhammadin." Where is Muhammad's book? Yasirun, "Huwa ala al-maktabi hunaka." It is on the desk over there. And of course, you can see the picture. Sa'idun, "Aina daftaru Ammarin." Sa'id said, "Where is Ammar's notebook?" Yasirun, Yasir said, "Huwa ala maktabi al-mudarrisi." It is on the teacher's desk. Sa'idun, Sa'id said, "Qalamu man hadha ya Ali." Oh Ali, whose pen is this? Aliyun, Ali said, "Hada qalam al-mudarrisi." This is the teacher's pen. Sa'idun, Sa'id said, "Aina haqibatul mudarrisi." Giveaway, dead giveaway. Which of course means, where is the teacher's briefcase? Now, of course, the dead giveaway is here. Aliyun, Ali said, "Hiya tahta al-maktabi." It is under the desk. Now, does everybody understand? Does everybody understand what has taken place in this conversation between Ali and Yasser? Between Sa'id and Yasser that Ali was brought into. Now, all right, understand the story, understand what happened first, understand what happened next, and then, inshallah, you will start being able to understand grammatically what's going on. Because those grammar principles are being implemented inside of this conversation. So you should understand the conversation. Are we clear? Is everybody clear? So what happened first? Saeed asked Yasser, "Is this Muhammad's?" He said, "Oh Yasser." He called him, "Yo Yasser, is this Muhammad's book?" Yasser replied. He said, "No." He said, "This is Hamid's book." And Saeed asked another question. He says, "Where's Muhammad's book?" Yasser replied to him. He says, "It is on the desk over there." Then Saeed asked another question. He wants to know everything, this guy, Saeed. He says, "Aina daftaru Ammar?" Where's Ammar's notebook? Okay, Yasser replied back. He said, "It is on the teacher's desk." Then Saeed asked again. All right, but this time, instead of asking Saeed, he asked who? He asked Ali. He said, "Yo, Ali," or "Oh, Ali." He said, "Whose pen is this?" So Ali replied, he said, "This is the teacher's pen." Okay. Saeed, he asked Ali something else. He says, "Where is the teacher's briefcase?" Okay. Ali replied and he said, "Hiya tahta al-maktabi." It is under the desk. All right. Do you clearly understand what has taken place inside of this conversation? All right. Do you see what's going on? You know what happened first. You know what happened last. You know that for the most part, Saeed asked all the questions. All right. And Yasser and Ali was answering the questions. And Yasser and Ali was answering the questions. Are you clear? Is that understood? Can we move on? So if you're agreeing that it's wadah and you have comprehension, you have fahm, now we must ask the questions to affirm that you have established that you have achieved reading and comprehension. طيب. The first question as it comes in the temarinu, in the first exercise, it says أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. It says answer the following questions is what it translates to. So the first question is Aina kitabu Muhammadin. The first question is what, class? Aina Kitabu Muhammadin. Now, this is the first question. Aina Kitabu Muhammadin. Now, so Aina Kitabu Muhammadin. The same question was asked by Saeed here. All right. And Yasser, who seems to be correct, Yasser's answer is your answer. Yasser's answer is what, class? Is your answer. So this is right here is the answer for what? Is the answer for the first exercise. Is that clear? All right. All right. So here it says Aina Kitabu Amarin, but what it should be is Aina Deftaru Amarin. Okay? Aina Deftaru Amarin. All right? Because that's what was mentioned inside the story. So let's go where that question was asked, okay, about Ammar. Here, Saeed said, Aina Deftaru Amarin. So Yasser's answer is your answer. Huwa ala maktabil mudarrisi. Okay? Is that clear? Does everybody understand that? And does everybody see that? Am I going too fast? Are you clear? Ammar, you clear? Now, Tayyib, the last and the third question. حقيبة من هذا. نعم السلام عليكم. في الدرس الآن أنت موجود عند الباب؟ ولو تريد أن تدخل عندي ما في مشكلة من أجل لا أحد موجود إلا على الإنترنت. هل سيدة ميكا تستطيع أن تداخلك؟ وأنا مشغول. تريد أن تدخل أم لا؟ صافي. السلام عليكم. Of course, as we know, this is a thriving school, right? And sometimes we have people at our front door. We want to let them in. Give me 1 sec. We'll be right back for our class. Next question. أين حقيبة المدرسين? أين حقيبة المدرسين? Now, where was this question posed at in the lesson? All right. It was posed here by Saeed. Saeed asked this question. And Ali's answer, he asked this question to Ali. And Ali's answer is your answer. And Ali's answer is your answer. And that is what? That is the answer for number 3. Inshallah. I'll be right back. And we're going to go over the main principle of a Dars al-Khamis. We're going to go over the main principle of a Dars al-Khamis. 1 second. Lahma, as they say. Lahma. 1 second. على الانترنت لا احوال مشكله تعرف الموضوع حتى هو كان داخل المستشفى ايه هو درس كل شيء لا هم لا يشوفون اليوم ممكن ضغط سكر فيه الو والله عجيب عجيب شيء عجيب انا ما اعرف من هذا اوكي طيب نبدا انا في وسط الدرس الان اسف اي نعم I'm sorry اسف غير متأمل، غير متأمل. لا 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 موجود في الحقيقة. Okay, Ammar, let's continue. نعم. من العفو. نسيت. اوكي طيب، اذا عمار، اين حقيبة المدرس؟ نعم، اين حقيبة المدرس؟ اين حقيبة المدرس يا عمار؟ حقيبة المدرس، رجوع، انا كتبت كل شيء. حقيبة المدرس هي تحت المكتب، هي تحت المكتب، واضح؟ هي تحت المكتب. هنا قال المؤلف: أدف كلمة الأولى إلى الثانية. نعم، أدف كلمة الأولى إلى الثانية. أضف، شكرا. ما كنت أدف؟ أدف، إيش قلت أنا؟ أو أضف بنزيد ضاد. أي نعم، شكرا. المهم، لدينا كلمتان: كتاب محمد. كتاب محمد. نعم، كتاب محمد. كتاب محمد. ويكون كتاب محمد. نعم، فكتاب اسم، محمد اسم. وعندما نكتب هما كتاب محمد، إذن كتاب يكون مضاف، ومحمد مضاف إليه. نعم. Is that clear? That we take two nouns and then we bring them together again, changing the voweling at the end of these nouns. So kitabun becomes kitabu, and Muhammadun becomes what class? Muhammadin. Even now we say that kitab is called that which we call that which is known as, that which is known as al-mudafu. And Muhammadin, it is necessary for us to address it now as being the what? Mudafun ilayhi. Now, this is the process known as al-idafa. This is the process known as al-idafa. When you bring two nouns together. Now, when you're bringing two nouns together with the understanding of what? That there's a preposition in between the two nouns. And there's three possible huruf al-jar that are understood to be what? That are understood to be present and now within this principle. So yeah, the more known and the most famous and the most commonly used one is what? Lam al-milk, the lam of ownership. Which is why most people, when they talk about mudaf and they talk about mudaf and they say what? Oh, you mean the owner and the owned, the possessor and the possessed. And in most cases, to refer to it in this manner, it can be true. But it's not in all cases. But it is not in all cases that this is the meaning that these two nouns hold. Is that clear? And right now, it may not seem totally clear to you. But as we go on with the examples that we have prepared for you, you will understand very well. Insha'Allah. Now, right now, we just need to understand this principle of adjusting the grammar to achieve this principle. And it's kind of similar to a template. All right. That template being two nouns with a certain type of vowel. Is that clear? The first noun coming from the right is going to take what? One dhamma. All right. Can you see it? The first noun coming from the right is going to take what class? One dhamma. Can you see it? And the second noun is going to take what class? Tanween. Do you need me to make it bigger for you so you can see it? How's that? First now is Kitabu. Second, Muhammadin. It was Kitabu. It was what class? It was Kitabu Muhammadun. But then it became what class? Kitabu Muhammadin. Is that clear? Is that clear to see? Can you understand that? Then let's move on. This principle can also be executed when you have the first noun, just like in the previous example, but now you have the second noun, and it's a word that is definite with aleph and lam, like you got in lesson 3. So here we have what class? We have Maktabun, and we have what class? Al-Mudarrisu. Okay? We're going to change it now to what class? Maktabu. What class? Al-Mudarrisi. Does everybody see that? First, again, it was what? It was Maktabun and what? Al-Mudarrisu. But now it became what class? Maktabul Mudarrisi. Is that clear? Do you see the examples? Now, we need to understand as well the meaning here. What's going on? What are you trying to achieve by changing the vowels at the end? What do you mean? What are you trying to do when you do that, Brother Ammar or Ustad Ammar? Well, what we understand here is that, of course, is that the meaning here is abog. Here is, of course, the name Muhammad. We are trying to express what? Ownership by saying what? Kitabu Muhammadin now means Muhammad's book. Which means, and of course, that which is intended here is Al-Kitabu li Muhammadin. That which is intended here is that the book belongs to Muhammad. Now, is that the book is owned, it belongs to Muhammad. So when you say Kitabu Muhammadin, Al-Kitabu li Muhammadin, is that clear? That the book belongs to Muhammad. And when you mention here, Maktabul Mudarrisi, that which is intended here is what? Is that Al-Maktabul Mudarrisi, is that the desk belongs to the teacher. Is that clear? Can we move on? Now this principle that we just showed you here inside these initial exercises, this is the main matter. This is the main principle. That's the calmness. All right. This is the main principle in lesson 5. Now we're leaning a lot on English in this particular lesson, mainly because our students are away and they're not here with us, and we're having some technical difficulties. Inshallah. So we want to make sure that everyone gets it. We want to make sure that everyone gets it. Bismillah. The next class, we're going to test you and make sure that you understood everything that went on by doing mainly Arabic and leaving off of the English, inshallah, as we prefer and as we love to do in our lesson. Tayyib, inshallah? Inshallah. So let's implement the principle of mudaf wa mudafun ilayhi. Now, so here we have what class? Qalamun hamidun. This means what? A pen, and of course the name Hamid. We want to say what? That this is Hamid's pen. Now, so we're going to say what class? Qalamu what? Qalamu hamidan. Qalamu hamidan. Now. All right? And that's how you say what? Hamid's pen. And now we have here in the next example, miftahun in what class? Al-baytu. Now, what does miftahun mean, class? Miftahun means what? A key. Miftahun means what, class? A key. Wa jazakumullahu khayr. Barakallahu fikum. Ya Ricky. May Allah reward you. So, al-muhim, we have the word here, miftahun. And miftahun means what? A key. Miftahun means what, class? A key. Al-baytu means what, class? The house. So now we want to do the expression, what? We want to say the what? The house key. So you achieve that by doing what? By placing on the scale what? A mudaf ilayhi. And I'm going to say scale, we want to say template, you know? Because that's what it is. It's more of a template because we're doing what? We're changing the vowel endings to achieve a noun, the principle in grammar. Is that clear? So now we say what? Miftahul bayti. It was miftahun and it was al baytu, but now we're going to say what class? Miftahul bayti. Is that clear? Now we just said what in Arabic? The house key. Now we just said in Arabic what class? The house key. Is that clear? So you would simply just do what? You would simply just write it in. You would say what? Miftahul, one doma here. And then you would say what class? Bayti, and you put the kasra down there. And the deed is done. Now. So now, what we're going to do, since you understand the concept thus far, we're going to assign this as what? This is going to be your homework for tonight. This is going to be your what? This is going to be your homework for tonight. To vowel it correctly. All right? Any questions? So now what we're going to do, we're going to now go to the explanation of Madina Book 1. All right? That's our goal. We're going to go ahead and get to the explanation of Madina Book 1. But before we do that, we want to go ahead and turn to the study guide. Hey, now, it's been prepared by Marcus of the Arabic Center to help you understand just a little bit more the definition of al-idafa, which of course is the process of mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Let's go to the study guide and get an understanding of it here. I hope that you can see that. We're going to make it a little bit bigger for you so our friends on Instagram can really see what's going on. All right, we're going to get close for you guys on Instagram so you can see what's going on. Okay, hope that you can see that. Okay, so here, what we have here is al-mudafu mudafun ilayhi. Al-mudafu wa mudafun ilayhi. Okay, he says fa. Now, of course, when we say the fa inside of our study guide, that means what? A fa'ida, a benefit. Okay, so, and of course, this is taken directly out of the book by our teacher in Sheikh, all right, Sheikh Najrani, who of course is also the author of the explanation of the Madina books. This is one of his books that he put together for the benefit of the tulab to understand, alhamdulillah, the science of nahu or sarf and just to really understand this language. Alhamdulillah, jazakumullah khair. So al-muhim, he mentioned in his book Al-Mughni, he said, al-idafatu hiya هي أن تسند اسما إلى غيره على تقدير حرف جر. أين حرف جر المهم هي أن تسند اسما إلى غيره على تقدير حرف الجر. Now, so it is the process of bringing two nouns together with the understanding that there's a preposition in between the two. With the understanding that there's a preposition in between the two. So now what I'm talking again. So al-idafatu hiya an tusnida isman ila ghayrihi ala taqdiri harf al-jahri. So it is the coming together or the bringing together of two nouns. So you're bringing two nouns together, as is done in the example. Kitabun and what? Muhammadun. So you're bringing them both together. You're doing what? You're bringing them both together. Tayyib, with the understanding that there's a what? That there's a harfi or harful jarri in between the two nouns that you have just now brought together. Now, يسمى الأول المضاف, and the Shaykh continues to explain. He says the first noun that you brought together, for example, kitab, that is going to be known now because you brought it together with the other noun. It's known now since you've done this principle as al-mudaf, as the what? As the al-mudaf. All right. وَالثَّانِي مُضَافًا إِلَيْهِ. And the second noun, in this example, Muhammadin, is now known as the what? The مُضَافٌ إِلَيْهِ. Okay. وَهُوَ مَجْرُورٌ أَبَدًا. And we understand that the مُضَافٌ إِلَيْهِ, that second noun, is majroorun abada. It will always, always, always be, and get the ruling as being majroorun. And when something is majroorun, when a noun is majroor, we say what? Alamatu jahrihi al-kaswa. The sign that it is majroorun is the what class? Is the kaswa. The sign that it is majroorun is the what class? Is the kaswa. Now, is the kasra. So, for example, Kitabu Muhammadin, here, Kitab is underlined because it's the what class? It's underlined because it's the mudaf. Is that clear? It's the mudaf. And the mudaf ilayhi in the example, Kitabu Muhammadin, is the word Muhammad. And yes, we're going to write a what? A kasra tanween under that del because it's majroor. All right? Wa alamatu jahrihi al-kasra al-zahira. Is that clear, class? Is that clear? So now we're going to go ahead and turn to the sharh, to the explanation of Shaykh Najrani. And he brings here, he says, Kitabun Muhammadun. So he says what? The Kitabu Muhammadin is now the result after you what? Applied the principle of mudaf ilayhi. So Kitab is what? Is mudafun. And Muhammadin is mudafun ilayhi. Another example. Bintun, Naam, and Hamidun become what? Bintu Hamidin, Naam. Another example. The word kitabun in Lafdul Jalal, Allahu, becomes Kitabullahi. Naam. Hey, now. We have here Kitabun Muhammadin. Is that correct, class? Kitabun Muhammadin. Is that correct, class? No, this is incorrect. No, this is incorrect. Because we know what? Because we know that the mudaf doesn't take tanween. So it's incorrect. What you should have said, what you should have said is Kitabu Muhammadin. Now, because we understand that what? That nuhadhifu tanween and the idafati. That the tanween is removed. The tanween is removed. It is taken away at the time of what? At the time of the idafa. That's right. Nuhadhifu tanween. You will never, ever, 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 ever find tanween on the what class? On the al-mudaf. You will never find it. And let's look at the next example. Al-Kitabu Muhammadin. This is what class? This is also incorrect. This is also incorrect. Jazakallah khair for the Shaykh for bringing us examples, all right, of these principles that are incorrect. So you won't make these mistakes. Okay? Alhamdulillah, the great wisdom in the Shaykh, alhamdulillah, and bringing us these incorrect examples so we won't make these mistakes. So again, Al-Kitabu Muhammadin. This is also incorrect. This is also incorrect. You know why? Because it should be Kitabu, not Al-Kitabu, but what class? Kitabu Muhammadin. This is that which is correct. As he mentioned here, he says, Nuhadhifu alif lam. Nuhadhifu alif lam. And al-idafati, that the alif lam is removed at the time of what? Of bringing the two nouns together to accomplish this principle. The Aleph Lam is removed and the Tanwin is removed from the first noun when you're bringing these two nouns together to accomplish this principle. As it comes, نحذف ألف لام عند الإضافة نعم. Then we have the last example here. He says what? Kitabu Muhammadun. Kitabu Muhammadun? This is incorrect. That's not mudaf ilayhi. This is incorrect. Rather, the correct example is Kitabu Muhammadin. Because we say what? Al-mudafu ilayhi majrurun bil-kasrati ay kalimat Muhammadin. Not Muhammadun, but Muhammadin. Now. So we have some other examples for the mudaf. I see Ammar's hand is raising, and he would like that I zoom in. I hope that this is sufficient for you. We're going to lose some of the words if we zoom in too much. You must be on a smaller device and not on your phone. And not on your laptop. Now. So here we have what? We have amthilatun ukhra. We have here amthilatun ukhra. That's point. We have here amthilatun ukhra. We have here some further examples. Amthilatun ukhra lil mudafi wal mudafi ilayhi. For the mudaf and the mudaf ilayhi. Okay. Let me go ahead and close the door. Get that bab. Make sure it's closed, inshallah. All right. Okay, let's keep going. So here we have amthilatun ukhra. So amthilatun ukhra lil mudafi wal mudafi ilayhi. Qalu hamidan. Qalu hamidan. So qalu hamidan faqirun. So qalu hamidan is the mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. طيب inshallah. And faqirun. Now, so the example here is correct that this is Hamid's uncle. Hamid's uncle. What about Hamid's uncle? This is clearly the what? The al-mubtada. What about Hamid's uncle? Faqirun. And faqirun is clearly the khabar. Kitabu man. Hada. Kitabu man. Hada. Who is the owner of this book? طيب. Moving on. Masmur rajuli. Masmur rajuli. What is the name of the man? Masmur rajuli. What is the name of the man? What is the name of the man? Masmur rajuli. What is the name of the man? Masmur rajuli. What is the name of the man? Masmur rajuli. Naam. Ibnu man anta. This is what you say normally when it's a bad kid in a masjid. And you want to know who is his father. He's cutting up. You say, Ibnu man anta. Whose son? Whose son are you? Whose son are you? Ibnu man anta. Whose son are you? Whose son are you? Ibnu man anta. All right? You are the son of who? Whose son are you? Then we have here, Ana ibnu Khalidin, his answer, of course. Ana ibnu Khalidin, I am Khalid's son. I am Khalid's son. All very good examples from mudaf ilayhi. Masmul binti. Masmul binti. Masmul binti. What is the name of the girl? Masmul binti. What is the name of the girl? These are all really good examples for lesson 5 from Madina Book 1, all right, that you will find inside the explanation of Madina Book 1. If you don't have this explanation of Madina Book 1, inbox us, email us, we'll make sure that you get it. Right? It's one of the best ways to study the Islamic University of Medina books. Madina Book 1, 2, and 3 is via the explanation from our Sheikh Najran. And now, وجزاه خير. So here we have what? Masmul Binti. What is the name of the girl? Ismul Binti Zainabu. Ismul Binti Zainabu. Ismul Binti Zainabu. The name of the girl is Zainab. The name of the girl is Zainab. So we are going to close out here, and we're going to recommend that you again complete the homework and go over this lesson and go over the exercise to fortify your understanding with this lesson. This is one of the more difficult lessons, but once you really just take the necessary time to get your questions answered, complete the exercises, you'll fortify, and now you'll comfortably move on to the rest of the principles that you will find in this lesson. And now, which are not really that difficult at all. The main thing, of course, is locking in and getting down pat this mudaf ilayhi. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? All right, so we're going to go ahead and assign the homework. We're going to go ahead and assign the homework. So again, your homework for this particular lesson is complete complete exercise 2 in your notebook at home. Complete exercise 2 in your notebook at home. Okay, this will be homework. Complete exercise 2. Complete what? Complete exercise 2 and exercise 1, as well as exercise number 3. You can see all of these drills. All of these drills are all about mudaf ilayhi. And here, for exercise 3, what you should do is اقرأ واكتب مع ضبط أواخر الكلمات. You should read and write with proper voweling at the end of each one of these words. All right? And it's very clear to see becomes what? And again, utilizing the principles of mudaf ilayhi. Becomes what? Babul madrasati. Right? Himarul, right, class? Urajuli. Right? Does everybody see that? Does everybody see how it's bound? This is what I need you to do at home. Okay? Inside your notebooks. Baytu what? Hamidin. Does everybody see that? Okay? Sayyara, what? Let's move it over so you can see how you would do it at home. Sayyara to, right? Sayyara to mudiri. Does everybody see that? Yes. And this is how I would like for you to do this homework, all right, at home inside your notebooks. Okay? And then here, all you have to do is do what class? Iqra. All you have to do is do what class? Is read. But that's not enough for me. I want you guys to take it to the next level and not just what read. I want you to read and vowel. Because if you could vowel correctly, you could do what class? You could read it correctly. You could vowel correctly, you could read it correctly. So I want you to prove to me that you're reading it correctly by doing what? By voweling it correctly. And this is exercise number 4. And when I mean vowel, if you're not going to vowel each and every word, because again, you've been studying, you're familiar with these words, you're not going to vowel each and every word. What I at least need you to do is do what? Is vowel the last letter of each word in the sentences. So what you would do is you would put a fatha on a now, because that's what goes there. You will put a what? A dhamma on the ta in the word bayt. You will put a kasra on the sin in the word al-mudarris, because that's what aina baytul mudarris is. Here, huwa. And ba'idun already has a dhamma tanween on it. Is that clear? This is what I'm looking for from the students. This is something that you should be able to do and something that you should be excited about doing because it gives you what you need, the necessary practice. As we like to say at Markaz al Bayan, do your Arabic push-ups, your Arabic workout. That's what this is, your Arabic drills. All right. What's going to get you there is by you what? Speaking and speaking with implementation of the principles. A tatbiq al-nahw. Tatbiq al-nahwi. This is what we're looking for from the two lab. Now, you have to recite again each and every day in the WhatsApp group. Adas al-Khams. Lesson 5 was the conversation between Saeed, Yasser, and Ali. Each and every day until I see you again in class. Barakallahu feekum wa jazakumullahu khair. One last time, if you have more questions, if you want to be a part of what's going on here in more detail, please feel free to inbox us and don't hesitate to sign up and register for one-on-one tutoring or small group tutoring here at Markaz Olean Arabic Center, where you could come here inside of our beautiful facility, or you could join us virtually online like we're streaming live today on our virtual interactive Wiz IQ platform. طيب سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك. السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته.